All right. Your right hand, your side, yeah? Right hand, left hand. Yeah. Oh, I love your rings. Every time you come, just, and it's never the same. Oh, yeah. When I was in College of Ed, the only jewelry I knew was jade. That's the only one I knew because my mom loved jade. Yeah. So when I was College of Ed, we had a Caucasian gal for language arts, and she had a beautiful jade ring. And I said, wow. One day I was talking to her in class. I said, oh, your jade is beautiful. She said, really? She came from the mainland somewhere, and some male friend. She was a hottie, right? So some male friend had given her a jade, and she never appreciated it before, right? Because it's a green stone, it's okay, right? And the jade is, right, it's a cultural appreciation. Yeah. All right, extend the legs, and then slowly walk it back. Right. So, okay. Yeah. Try one more time. Extend the legs. And then slowly walk it back, just where it touches. Yeah. So let it extend out. Right? You don't want the foot under your knee. You want it to extend out, and then when you push, the toes have to press down for it to reach. Right? It doesn't have to be that far, but you should feel your toes pressing down, and you should feel it surging forward. Yeah, that's what we want. We want to unlock the joints. We don't want everything stuck in there. And then relax. So if you relax, the toes should pull up, right? The ankles, and then you expand down and expand up, right? So tilt the sternum every night. I tell my girlfriend, stand up straight. It hurts. Stand up straight. Right? So we cannot let our bodies just contract like that. Okay, so tilt the sternum up, and with the sternum up, relax the lower back. Yeah, you feel how when you tilt the sternum up, the lower back curves, right? Yeah. So tilt the sternum up and then relax the lower back so it straightens. Yeah, and then just leave this tilted up. Look straight ahead and drop your hands in the front and put your mind on your shoulder blade. Feel your shoulder blade lifting and the fingertips stretching, breathing in and gathering way up in the sky, and then point the fingers to the top of the head and guiding with the center of the palm through the body into the ground. Yeah. Gently breathing in. Just take your time. Feel what's going on inside of your body. And then that's why the movement is slow. That's why it's boring to watch, because nobody understands what you're doing. You have to do it for yourself. You have to feel and imagine your palms going through the body, washing, flushing the organs, cleaning out the blood vessels, washing inside the bone marrow. Right? One of the most important Qigong is called bone marrow, tendon bone marrow, washing. And then breathing in from the earth, relax the hips so the legs sink into the earth and pull the chi up inside of the bones. Wash the bones, stimulate the bone marrow, stretch and open the joints. Relax the facial muscles. It's that feeling of no expression from the face. Just that nice, calm feeling, letting everything go. When you practice for yourself, you're trying to calm everything down as much as possible. And so it takes effort to smile, although a smile is good in a social setting. Right? If you're by yourself, you don't have to smile, right? You have to have the feeling of smiling. Yeah. And if that smile leaks out, that's fine, but you're trying to conserve all your energy by being as calm as possible, right? Removing all the anxiety, acknowledge all the distractions, and allowing yourself to feel and think and be calm, everything starts to slow down. And you can feel inside what's happening. You come up from the side, drop your shoulder blade and just extend the fingertips, breathing in and out. Breathing in. So, serious practice and intense practice doesn't mean you have to scrunch up your face and tense your muscles. Right? It just means, where are you placing your focus on? Where are you spending your time on? But you try to calm down every part of your body. Calm down the cells. And just using the intent to guide what you're doing. Just picking up and filling up the whole body with qi. Deep breath. Exhale. Slowly let it go. When you let it go, imagine all that blood rushing back into the body, squeezing through the bones, through the bone marrow. Slowly let it go. And twisting and wrapping ligaments and tendons. And slowly letting go. Bring everything back. And down. And then relax. Gently close the eyes. Release your legs. Release all the joints. Your toes might pick up a little. Release any tension in your face. The old students told me that sometimes they would have a directed meditation class, and the warm-up of the meditation was 20 minutes. Because the person leading the class would start with the hair, and they would say, relax each hair, each follicle. And then they would say, relax the left ear and the right ear, and just relaxing, letting go, right? Different parts of the body. So just learning to do that took at least 20 minutes. Feel the facial muscles falling. Just think of calmness. Think of the little sun in your chest. Think of smiling without having to physically smile. Relax the throats. Relax the lower belly so the air flows, rushes down by itself. Yeah. Don't tense the belly. Don't tense the center. Let the shoulders go. The fingers, open up the palms so the fingers slowly start to straighten out. Keep the shoulders relaxed. The fingertips gently pulling and stretching. And everything between the fingertips and the shoulder blades are relaxed. Check your breathing. Slowly press your feet into the earth, pushing from the hip, reaching with the toes and then letting it go, relaxing. Slowly expand the spine, the head suspended from above, tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. Right? Releasing any tension in the face. Open the throat. Don't hold on to the lower belly. Just let it expand and contract. And then feel the palms opening and stretching and the palms turning forward. Slowly open your eyes, looking straight ahead. Imagine staring way out at the mountain or the horizon. Nice, deep, slow breaths of air. And when you're ready, start picking up your hands as you inhale. Right? Go at your own pace. Don't rush. Don't force yourself to go at my pace. Just think about what you're doing. Feel your own body. Exhaling and down. Just let the head fall, open up the neck. The legs stays. Right? The legs are sinking into the earth. Breathing in, reaching, relaxing, wash the face. Exhale, sternum up. Just feel everything engaged just before you reach the knees and down. Let everything go. Yeah, nicely flow right into the next move. You release all the tension. But it's a continuous motion. Sternum up, looking far away and down. As the head drops and the neck opens up, feel it gently pulling and starting to stretch and warm up the spine. And imagine the spine gently stretching all the way down to the tailbone. Feel everything letting go while you're moving. Sung. Remember to think of that word, sung or song. Which one is okay? Relaxing. Right? Relaxing while you're doing something. Calming everything down. Last one. And then number 2, so pick both hands up. Up first, one up, one down. Extend and then fold. Height of the face and about the waist, and breathe in. Relax the shoulders. Look at the palm first. Palm should be right at the height of your eyes. And as you exchange, wash through the forearm. Breathing in as you turn and exhaling as we come back to center. You slowly change your focus to look at the index finger. Nice relaxed breathing. Let the arm fall, let the other arm fall. And then slowly change your focus to look on the inside of the index finger. So you can scan the horizon. You're looking in between the index finger and the thumb. And you can start looking far away at the mountaintop, at the horizon. You can look past that, right? You can look out into space at the moon, the stars, anything far away you want to imagine. Come back to center, bring it in front of the throat. Inner smile, throat is open, relaxed, your voice is open and relaxed. Right? No restrictions in your voice, no restrictions in your expression. Turn your palm and out and down. And let everything go in the shoulder. Spine is still straight, body is still expanded. Fold at the elbows and squeeze the shoulder blade together. Remember to think of only the inside lower corner of each shoulder blade. Turn the palm. The arms are slowly brushing the body the whole time. Feel how those muscles under your shoulder blade and by your collarbone are stretching and pulling and squeezing. And just take your time and let it work itself out. And then come forward, turn the palms out. Squeeze. Forward, you're trying to make the shoulders touch. And when you come back, you're trying to make the inside of the shoulder blades touch the spine. Right, all the way down, relax slowly and do one side. Let the other side go. But the fingertips are still stretched, the feet are still extending into the earth. Right? Let the waist turn, let the head turn. So to achieve Sung, you have to have no resistance. Right? To accomplish everything you want, to be on top, you have to have no resistance. Right? So they say you win by losing. Right? Come forward. Win by losing. Losing doesn't mean giving up. It's just a, right? It's you have to look beyond the word losing. Right? Win by losing means you don't resist, but you just move with it. And then you turn everything into a spiral, so all of a sudden, you're the one in control. Right? So if you don't resist, then you cannot break. Right? You cannot shatter. You don't waste energy. And then you gently turn things around. So we study it physically and in real concrete terms. And then we work really hard to try to apply that to people and ourselves. So if we can apply all these concepts and skills, right, to our mental, emotional, oh, that's, you know, that's the best accomplishment. So part of what we're doing is you're learning how to calm down, right, so you can listen to yourself. Relax and do two sides. Remember that phrase, right? You're your worst enemy. You're your own worst enemy. Yeah. All the way down. Relax. Let everything go. Okay? Loose circles. I'm watching all these Korean dramas and every time I finish one, it's, oh, what am I going to watch next, right? So I just, take a chance. Sometimes, the first episode is so difficult and I just force myself to watch it. But I'm watching, I know some of you watch Korean dramas, right? So you know what I'm talking about. So I'm watching this one called Waikiki, and it's just silly and stupid. It's just comedy, right? It's just that, like, you have to realize it's just stupid comedy. Everything is just silly. Yeah. So it just drives you crazy because something happens and right, all the relationships and everybody makes assumptions, right? Nobody talks to each other to find out. Right? Everybody creates their own drama in their own mind, and you want to scream at them like, just ask. So turn the body. Right? So we're our own worst enemy because we create the drama without ever finding out the truth, right? If you like somebody and you see them talking to somebody else, you think, right? If you see them hug, you think, if you're supposed to be together and they say, oh, wait, I gotta do something, and they don't tell you why, you think, who are they seeing, right? Nobody just goes, okay. And then when they do that, you get mad, right? You don't love me. So we're our own worst enemies. So it's really our own egos attacking ourselves, right? Loosen up everything. Turn the body, turn the body. Turn the body, turn the waist as much as you can. Yeah. Loosen up everything and then turn and then let it go. Yeah, turn and let it go. Okay, nice deep breath. Last one, and come back to center. Okay. Keep everything expanded. Let the palms go. I can see everybody's fingers like this. Yeah, just relax, relax. All right, hands in the middle, separate. Put your mind in your spine. Slowly feel your spine opening up. Connect your shoulder blades, lower hand dropping. Yeah, let the wrist go. Let the wrist go. Don't hold on to it. It's not that important. Just stretch and reach, but relax. Right? Relax. Let all the wrists, let all the joints go. Let all the joints go. Yeah. Yeah. Wiggle your hand. You see how I'm moving my hand because I'm trying to loosen up my joints. I'm trying to make sure everything's moving, and I'm just thinking of stretching, thinking of the spine expanding, and trying to let go and relax at the same time, and then take a deep breath. And then slowly let it go. Just let the air come out like you're deflating. Right? Like somebody just poked a hole in you. You don't have to try to exhale. Just let that air escape naturally. Yeah, wiggle the lumbar, wiggle the tailbone, wiggle the center of your back, wiggle the spine in between your shoulder blades and the neck, and loosen up every vertebrae. Feel what you're doing. Take a deep breath and slowly exhale. Just let the air escape. Breathing in. Feel the shoulder blades. Imagine the spine opening. It twists a little bit. And you finish the breath and just relax when you're done. Feel the warmth of the palm washing through the center of the forearm, flushing every organ in your body. Right? The heart, the lungs, the liver and gallbladder, the stomach and spleen, large and small intestines. Imagine the nerves stretching, expanding inside the spine, and when you release them, they just relax. Right? Imagine the joints expanding, any nerves being pinched get released. And as you release, you can see and feel the blood rushing back into the joints, rushing back through the nerves. And you're stretching from the shoulder blades, and the fingertips reaching way up in the sky and deep in the earth. And turn the palm, turn the waist, drop the elbow, wash the outside and lift. Breathing in and exhale, relax, and then start winding up. Deep breath, and then exhale, relax, let everything go. Wash the outside, stretching the palm, stretching the fingers. Make the palm nice and big. Breathing in and let it go. And then breathing in, winding and twisting, and let it go. And then big wind up. Let the head turn. And use the ha sound. Last one. Come back to center, right in front of the heart. Tilt the sternum up. Smile inside. Right? Release all the facial muscles, but smile inside. One more time. Turn the palms, right, and hold the ball. And slowly cradle it back right in front of the heart. Release the shoulders and elbows. And breathe in and keep the palms right in front of the heart. Imagine you cradling that little sun, right? Warm and cool, connected to the sun in the sky, feeding that beautiful, clean energy. Right? You let it radiate inside of your chest and let it move and go to wherever it's needed, or you can gently guide it to where you want it to go. Right? Sun is unlimited energy for us, yeah. Unless you plan to be immortal, until the end of time. Right? The sun is unlimited energy for us. Okay? Come on. Right? And the sun has no ego. Right? The sun is the center of our universe, right? But it has no ego. Because it doesn't care. Right? Yeah. All of you saw the Aurora Borealis. It had that beautiful green light show on the news. Right? What happened? The sun burped or farted, right? It gave a huge fart. A huge solar flare came out, created this beautiful light show. It didn't care, right? Doesn't care if you enjoy it, doesn't care if you enjoy it, doesn't care if you know about it. It just does it. And then it just keeps on going. The sun doesn't have that kind of ego. Right? Doesn't care. Right? So that's the sun, right? Sun is your heart. So lesson is just expand your heart, right? Just send out what you want from your heart. Other people want it. You don't worry about it. They don't want it, you don't worry about it, right? But you put it out there. You put your heart out to somebody else's heart, right? You share that energy. If they don't want it, you don't worry about it. But if they want it, then they start trading that energy with you, right? So there's a whole lesson of the organs to the heart, the planets to the sun. It's the same thing, right? That's your universe, right? So if everybody's universe talks to each other through the heart, then that's a bigger universe, right? Then you're not isolated, right? But you don't worry about it. So that's what we're trying to achieve. So when we practice, we're trying to achieve that perfect feeling. And then when we go out and deal with people, we try to listen to that lesson. When the guy cuts me off, when the guy cuts you off, not me. When they take the last sweetbread off the shelf, right? That you knew that was yours, right? And like, and they cut in front of you and you just want to like, I have that big pot of Portuguese bean soup and all I needed was that last sweet bread, not white bread. You just have to let it go, right? And say, wow, you needed it more than me. And you just go and say, I'll just enjoy a gallon of ice cream instead. Press both feet into the earth and then slowly bring one back, right? Press the other one and the other one just going to float back. And then press that one in until this one just pops off the ground. And then press both feet and then slowly let it go until the legs are just resting, not pressing, not pulling up, just at rest. And just with the intent, imagine you pulling up that energy from the earth, just drawing it up with your palms, breathing in and drop your shoulder blades, and just with your imagination, you're pumping it back into the earth. The legs are just resting, not doing anything right now. Let it all go. Release that tension in your shoulder joints. Breathing in, you're just pulling it up just with the edge of your palm. Yeah. You don't need your shoulders, you don't need any other part of your body, just the surface of your palm, drawing the chi up, breathing it in, sinking it into your body, and then guiding it back down. Look straight ahead, look way out into the universe. Release all the tension in your body as you do this so the chi can flow freely. And slowly start pressing both feet into the earth. Sink into one hip. And one foot is pressing into the earth. The other one is picking up as high as you comfortably can, stepping, and then switching. Pick up the knee as high as you comfortably can without stressing the upper body, and then switch. Put your mind deep into the hips. Yeah, relax the arms. When you press down, feel the heel and the toes sinking and pressing into the earth. Yeah. If we were sitting on mud, right, you could feel your legs pressing into the mud, or clay, or whatever it is, right? Just pressing and sinking. And then when you press one leg fully, the other leg would just pop up, just intent of lifting up your knee. And you want to pick the knee up. When we walk, pick the knee up. So you have to retrain the body, retrain yourself how to walk. Right? Just pick the knee up and relax the upper body. Sink into the hip joint. Right? So the hands can move. Right? They don't have to be stuck. They don't have to follow the pattern I'm doing. Right? They could move. The hands could move slower or faster. Right? Just really focus on the legs and let the hands move the way they want. Come back to center. And we do the second warm up for the hips, holding the ball, dropping one knee and turning the opposite and sliding, breathing in, reach straight for the front. Just turn the body, turn, 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 and exhale, hold the ball. Drop the other leg. Breathe in, open up the hip. Come back, take a step this time, take a small step. Open up the hip a little bit more. Turn the waist, and then bring the foot back. And then take a small step. Breathe in. Okay, and if it's comfortable, you can take a bigger step. And only do what's comfortable. Bring it back, and the other side. If it's comfortable, you can bring your leg to the side or back and turn. Just make sure you don't fall off the chair. And we're trying to open up that hip joint, warm up that hip joint. Stretch that muscle that goes right across. Okay. And if you're really flexible, you could actually push the leg all the way back. Right? It would be just as big a stretch as if we were standing. And bring the hands back. Pick up one leg, right? Press this one into the earth. Press, 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 press. Heel. Sternum is up. Body is relaxed. Push the knee down. Feel the back of the leg stretching. Yeah, and then lift. And back down. Breathing in. Relax the bottom of the feet. Heel. Push the knee down. Feel the back stretching. Lift. Relax the upper body. Switch, press this leg down. And this time you're going to heel and toe. And turn the waist. So you take your time so you can feel what's going on in the standing leg, right? While you're trying to do all these other things. Turn, lift. When you step down, imagine you stepping on like mud, and you're trying to press and make a mold with your foot, so the whole foot needs to relax and sink into the ground. Yeah, one last time. And breathe, breathe. So you check your mouth when you're doing these exercises. Is your mouth relaxed? Is your mouth like you're trying to play an instrument, right? And you have to be conscious of that, because we don't know we're doing it. So you have to be conscious of it and let that go. So the easiest way to let that go is force yourself to open the mouth when you breathe. Right? Just to force you to let that go. And then later on, the mouth can be closed, but the lips will be like this. not like this. You try that one more time and pay attention to what is your mouth doing. And watch, as soon as you pick up your leg, right, does this tension change? So as soon as you do this, is this changing? Yeah, just try one round, just listening to your mouth and your lips. Yeah. Yeah, see, I see people laughing and like, oh yeah. Yeah. So open the mouth, right, to force yourself to let that go. There's a lot of tension, right? There's a lot of tension that doesn't trickle down into the earth and release from there. All right, hold the ball, yeah, and come up. The same thing, press and then sink into the hip back here, right? Relax the bottom of the feet, just like you're making a mold, sinking into the mud. Relax the upper body. Hold that little sun by the chest, by the heart. Inner smile. Right? Yeah. You're gonna hold this side down so this leg just bounces up. Try to relax the bottom of the feet. And then switch. Sink. So before you pick up that leg, right, you're gonna sink on one leg and then feel the other leg release. Yeah, drop the elbows, drop the elbows. Yeah. Like if I had to watch this video, oh, I probably wouldn't last 2 seconds, right? It would look so boring, right? Like what are they doing? Oh, it's those old people again. When are they going to give up the room? Oh, I'm too young to be doing this. Because they're not studying, yeah? So it's really silly when you think about reactions like that, because how do you exercise by just watching the video? I don't get any exercise by watching somebody do aerobics. I have to do it myself. Okay, draw the heels up. Pull the heels off the ground. Stretch the bottom of your feet. Yeah, stretch your toes. Relax the upper body. Pull, pull, pull. Pull. Yeah. Oh, bottom of my feet have been cramping. The last 2-3 weeks I'm doing this. I'm getting back into other kind of exercises. Yeah. Oh, it's been so painful. Okay, stand up for a little while if you can, and then pick the legs straight up and down. Yeah? Okay, straight up and down. Okay. So, if you stand with your feet about width of your underarm. So, when I first learned Tai Chi, they would say, oh, width of shoulder. And that was closer to the training stance. But if you go width of shoulder, it's a little wider stance, right? A little bit more stable when you unlock, right? It's pretty stable. If you go width of underarm, right? It doesn't feel as solid, but you can move, right? Yeah. So width of underarm is for walking, right? With the shoulder, if you need a little bit more stability, but you have to shift a little bit more. But if you go past width of shoulder, right? Then it looks like you have attitude. Right? You know, this is the local jokes, right? How do local boys fight? And local girls too, because they copy the boys, right? It's like, what? Somebody does that to me, I'm like, wow, they're really exposing their groin that much to me? Right? They really want to be kicked right there? Oh. Doesn't do anything, right? You do this, it just makes you slow, because I can't move from here. To move, I have to go. By the time I do this, I got kicked. And we used to laugh because, right, when the local boys fight, you know, and we have all those Andy Bumatai videos and whatnot, right, of local boys fighting who don't want to fight, but you have to posture because you're trying to make big body and you're trying to impress everybody. And I went through this, I remember in 7th grade, right, where the 2 bulls of the school, right, they had that stupid conversation. Hey, I think this one can take that one, right? And they were friends. But they let all the other friends force them to fight. Stupid, yeah? But when you're 7th grade, yeah, the rest of us like, what are you doing? But they had to do it for their gang. Yeah? So we don't want to be like that. So if you stand like this, right, over here it's stable. It's stable, but we can move, right? But if you don't feel stable, go a little bit wider. Okay? My habit, right, and Ross's habit, I don't know if he still has this habit, he probably does. Our feet tend to be straight, but that's because of our training, which is different from this training. So the more natural is the feet come out a little bit. And in the Tai Chi Qigong training, you actually want the feet pointed out. So in our sunset, right, when we do the standing, it's like this, right? Because this will force you to bend the knees to be relaxed. And they say when we do the Qigong, we're trying to cultivate Qi, cultivate our life force, and we're trying to move blood. So we need all the joints bent. If the joints are stiff, the Qi cannot flow, the blood cannot flow, right? So this forces it. And plus, if I shift, right away I can pick up my leg. So there's an energetic, health, and practical mechanical reasons why the feet are out. So I always have to remind you, be careful, because even if I'm saying do this, I will automatically bring this in. It's after what, 10, 15, 20, 30 years of doing this, that's my muscle memory, yeah? This is, I don't even know my feet are like this. So it's okay for it to be out, right? So feel that, right? If you're like this, right? It's not that real heavy, solid feeling, right? But because you can step, right? So you can feel like, oh, you're relaxed and you can step, and that's what that feeling is. But if you're just resting, just open your feet a little bit more, width of shoulder. Okay? So how do you test? Width of underarm, if I swing my hand straight up and down, I don't hit my legs. Only the inside of my palms brush my legs. But if I go width of shoulder and I swing my hand straight down, I hit myself. Right? Because it's coming here now. Right? So right inside is width of underarms, just outside is width of shoulder. And that's all you need. So if you go here, right, and you turn your feet out a little bit, right, you pick up one leg, right, and you try and shift and you keep your body straight. It's not easy to pick up the leg, right? But if you let your body turn, right, so this foot is facing out, so you turn your body, right, so you're facing that foot, and then you can pick up the leg. Yeah, didn't fall that time, right? Yeah. So if you don't turn, then you're fighting yourself, right? If I don't turn, like, oh, the angle is wrong, the pressure is wrong. But if I turn, then I can pick up my leg. Right? If I turn this way, I can pick up my leg. Right? So turn. Okay, so if you're trying to watch the Tai Chi videos, there's hundreds of people doing this set. Some are doing the formal set, Sun Lutang's 72 or whatever it is. Some are doing the modified, but they all begin like this. So a lot of times you watch, and they come up, and you don't see them turning, right? And you think, oh, I have to go straight. But you can feel right now, if you don't turn, is it easy to pick up your leg? you have to muscle it, right? So if I come down from here and I don't turn, right? I have to really muscle because I'm not folding this. I'm using a lot of muscle in there and stepping up, right? And I don't turn, I have to be really muscling. But if I allow my body to turn, right? If I allow my body to turn, and I allow my body to turn, that's natural. Okay? I'm still going to walk forward, but you have to learn this fold. Let it turn, okay? So if you don't turn, that's resistance, right? You're fighting yourself. So turn the feet out, right? Sink down. You shift to your right, right? And feel the tension that's being created here, and then turn. When you turn, do you feel the release over here? Yeah. So up to you, right? If you want to fight yourself, if you want to fight, don't turn. If you want to be relaxed, turn. You still got to learn to look forward though. So to look forward, that means your neck has to turn, right? So relax and turn. Release the tension. That's already a lesson in no resistance in relaxing. So allow this to turn, and then this knee has to come straight up. And then just unfold. Find the ground, and then sink, and then shift. And how are we going to pick up this leg? We got to shift. Yeah, we got to turn. So you have to relax into here and turn. Oh, this leg releases. Right? Don't have to reach like this. Right? Just pick it up and just unfold the knee. Okay? So, yeah, I turned off this video already. Right? Oh, those boring seniors, oh, they don't know what they're doing, right? Just walk. What are you doing? You're studying how to walk. You're doing a lot of work. So just in the beginning movement, right, you're trying to understand how to improve your walking to be more efficient, to not fall, be more relaxed, right? From there. Okay? So again, you sink, right? You have to let it go. Listen for that tension. You're going to shift to your right, right? You can feel that tension building up, so you have to turn, and then the other leg can pick up. Right? And then without shifting, just extend, just unfold. Yeah, and then sink, right? And then shift, and you can feel like, oh, I can't really pick up the leg, so I have to relax and sink and turn, right? Then that leg picks up. But we have to try and keep the knee straight up. Don't let the knee fall in, right? And just pull it back. So when I'm walking, instead of picking up the knee here, I want to try and just pick the leg up, just fold here, and then swing the leg forward and unfold the knee. Yeah? So when you pick up from here, try and just keep the knee back there first. And just pick up the foot and let the knee fold, right? And then roll the hip joint here. So you can feel the hip joint swinging from here and just unfold. Right? Yeah, so you're really studying, right? Each part, each limb, where the joints are. Right? So you have to be relaxed, right? You have to remove the anxiety. Right? It's not important to get there yet. It's important to get there by moving properly without falling. Okay, so put the hands here, right? So this is the other thing. Really pay attention. If your hands are here, what does it feel like? If your hands are like this, what does it feel like, right? If your hands are here, what does it feel like? All of this is going to affect where the center of balance is. So to study this, we want to remove all the tension from the upper body. So you leave your hands here, so it's the most relaxed you can feel. Right? Okay, so we'll start with the feet, with the heels together. Right? And as we shift to the right leg, turn. Right? And as you sink, then the left heel can come up. So pull the leg back and then pick up the knee a little, and then just unfold, and then drop the whole leg, right? Don't reach out here. Just drop the whole leg, find the ground, and then start shifting and turn. Turn into the left, right? Relax this leg, relax the left leg, and the right can pick up. You might have to turn even more to pick up the right leg, and see if you can just fold that leg up, and then bring the knee up, and then unfold. It's a very small step, yeah? And then shift center. Yeah. So try that one more time. Okay. So relax the upper body, look straight ahead, listen to what's going in your joints, in your muscles. Okay. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, sink. And then shift to your right and turn. So the left heel releases. Just fold the leg up. And then from the hip, small step, and then shift to the left and turn. Relax and turn and sink into the left leg until the right leg wants to follow, and then slowly unfold. Yeah, good. Try that one more time. Let me see what's going on behind me. So stand straight. Oh, you feel all that tension, right? We have to let it go. And then sink and turn into your right, same direction as me. Left leg comes up, it unfolds, sink, and then shift, and then turn into the left, and keep on turning and let the right heel just pick up. And small step, yeah. And then turn and center. And then you're gonna shift and turn. Relax as you turn and free the left foot. Tap it in and tap it out. Right, and then shift and then turn back to the front. And then sit back on your right and turn. So the left foot is free, and then pick it up and let it tap in. And then step to the side. And then shift and turn, turn, turn. Relax this leg as you turn. This leg has to come in. Okay. Turn to the right until the left heel is up. Small step, and then shift and turn, 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 turn until the other leg can come in. Right? Relax. Finish the move over here. Finish the move. Turn. Yeah. Don't rush to the next move. There's no reason to rush to the next move. Yeah? So we're just walking to the side. This is the step for Wan Sau. It's a learning to turn and turn. It's like a washing machine, right? But the washing machine is walking sideways, right? And then you sit on the left side and turn and free the right, right? And step to the right. Yeah. And every time you turn, the other leg can pick up, the heel can pick up. Yeah. Look straight ahead and relax. Okay. Take one more step. Yeah. So let the body turn and turn and turn. Yeah, there. And I tell this story all the time when, yeah, you can have a seat, relax. When I was learning from my teacher, right, and we do wave clouds look like this for us, right? Or this, it looked like this for us. Right? The hands are different from the sunset, right? And my teacher, all I could hear my teacher saying, turn, 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 turn. And I'm thinking, I'm turning. Like how much more can I turn? But now I realize I'm turning my shoulders. He's telling me, fold and turn my waist and let the shoulders follow. Right? So I'm turning from the outside. I should be turning from the center. So you have to be really calm. You have to let everything go, no resistance, and feel each muscle grab the next joint, grab the next joint, grab the next joint, grab the next joint, right? So if we built a long Lego toy, right, and they're all stuck together, right, by little joints, and you start at one end and you turn one end, the other end doesn't turn, right? That little joint starts to twist, grabs the second one, the third one is waiting for the second one to grab, 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 right? So this spiral comes out, right? From there. It's not stuck. So when you turn your spine, two ways to practice turning, right? You imagine it's just one stick going through your body, right? So the whole body turns like this. It's one, right? No joints in your spine. Right? Sometimes we do turn like that. But then the other way to practice is from the tailbone. So the tailbone turns. Right? Tailbone is turning. And I have to relax every joint. And I'm not 100% relaxed, but this hand comes in, right? It's wrapping. So it's twisting, twisting, twisting like this, right? It's twisting like this. Yeah. So you're only turning one bone the whole time. Only turning one center and allowing everything else to follow. See? So you watch, last couple of days, the wind is really like 20 miles an hour. Winds gusts like 40 miles, right? And you go out and you watch the coconut trees, right? They're bending, they're bending, they're bending. Right? They're not bent. They're relaxed. Something else is doing all the work. That's how you have to be. Right? So when it lets go, it just responds, or it just goes whoom. And then it has that vibration. You know the little dogs in the car, right? The little, what do you call that? The bobbleheads, yeah. The bobbleheads, yeah. That's what it is, right? The car moves and then it reacts. When it moves, the top part doesn't move yet, right? The car is going like this, and then it transfers, and then it whips forward from there. Okay? So you sit in the chair, and then you put your legs out, right? And then you put your hands out here, okay? And then you imagine real deep in your body, right in the center, and you turn only the center. Just imagine it turning, and everything else has to be relaxed and dragged along for the ride, and turning right from the center, and the head is the last thing to turn. Right? So you have to release all the joints. You have to let go. And so as you turn, you have to allow the joints to fold and unfold. Right? And you're going to be like the tree, the top of the tree, right, where it just reacts. And you really have to consciously force yourself to only move the center and consciously relax everything and let everything follow. Right? So if you're moving like this, you have no joints, right? So you're trying to move like this, right? Right? The arms get pulled along, right? And then they let go, right? Still has energy. So if I turn the other way, it gets pulled along, right? And then that energy transfers, right? And as I turn, it gets pulled along, so this just opens because it gets pulled, and this side folds. And so you have to put your mind deep in your body, into the center, and try to move like that. Yeah. So those of you who go in and practice hula, right, and especially the Tahitian and the belly dancing, right? They're only moving one part of the body, right? And everything else just vibrates and shakes. And if they're moving the whole body while you're trying to do it, you're just like... Then you start thinking of Korean comedy dramas. Okay, so where's our time? Right, so we'll do it seated. We'll do the form seated, and then we'll do it standing. And then you can do it either way you want. Okay, so legs extended, right? Yeah, let's try this. Arms extended, legs extended. So slowly walk your legs back in just where they're touching the ground. Right? And then slowly drop your arm. Just let it fall into place. Sternum up. Everything's light, and slightly press your legs into the earth. You can feel it sliding a little. The toes just reaching, but letting go of all the joints. Relaxing the hip. The hips open and expand. And drop your elbows and do one breath before we begin. Nice deep breath. Open the throat. Open the top of your head. Release all the tension in your face. Inner smile. Feel the lower belly expand and release. Take one breath. Let it all out. And then begin commencement. Breathing in, picking up the ball, extending with the shoulder blade and just the fingertips. And then fold and sinking into the heart. Right? Smiling in the heart. Gently hold that little bubble, right? Just like holding a soap bubble. Roll it into the body. Palms facing up, fingers facing up. Extend and come back. Bring it to the heart, inner smile. One, open and close. Expand the lower belly. A single whip, turn to your right, turn and press. And then open, raise the palms to the height of the face. Keep on turning and drop your right hand from single whip to Wan Sau. Open your palm, feel your fingers stretching a little. Yeah. Look at your palm. Right, so first step, look at the back of the palm, and then start looking at the index finger. And slowly start looking in between the index finger and the thumb out at the horizon or the mountaintop. Come back to center, turn a little bit to the right as you spiral back. Just flow right into an open and close. And then flow into the left side, turn and press and open and raise the palms. And then keep on turning while the left palm drops. So in standing, this would be tapping the toe. So this is where we would start counting 1. Right, inner smile. Outer smile. Feel that stretch going down the forearm and feel that stretch in the back. Come back to center. Turn a little bit to the left as you spiral back. Right into an open and close. Right side, brushing the knee. Slide and hold that chi. Feel the hand washing down. Breathing in, elbows in. Tap and out and lift the sternum and drop your right hand. Drop your left hand, I'm sorry. Keep on turning so the hands come center. And then turn to the right. Right hand in, Pipa, playing the Pipa. Then fold, right hand under the elbow. Turn 45 and then parry right. And then parry left. Use the shooting palms movement to parry. Fold, cover, and turn. Turn your waist all the way 45 till your right hand is pointing straight. Start breathing in and grabbing. Nice deep breath and then squeeze and exhale. Let the right hand rise. And then release both hands. Drop the shoulders. Drawing back, gathering. Compress at the lower dantian and lift the sternum, double palms pushing the mountain. Draw the hands back. Left side, turn and slide the hand up. Breathe in, fingers down. Exhale, imagine you tapping right in the center, tap the heart. And then lift, and then keep on turning, the palms turn center. And then turn. Pipa. And then this is the twist step in standing. Okay, and then Parry left. That's that little hula move, and Parry right. And turn and flip the right hand over. Cover. Under the left, wrist on wrist. Breathe in and start to grab. Exhale and squeeze the fists. Rising and letting go, releasing. Let everything draw back. Gather. Compressing the lower dantian and lift. Exhaling. And gently bring everything back to the heart. Relax. One open and close. Repeat on the left side, brush the knees. So turn and slide. Yeah, keep the palm nice and open. Tap the chest, tap the heart. And then palm. Fold, right hand circles up. Turn the body, turn, turn, turn. Then turn to the front, hands flat. Drop the elbows, wipe down. Yeah, let the fingertips connect. And then scoop on the bottom, lift. Close to you. And then turn the waist and push the palm out just with the tip of the finger. And just the tip of the finger creating this huge spiral. Drop, double palm, release. One, open and close. And then do the right side. Breathe in. Drop the palm, fingertips, tap the heart. Then heel of the palm and lift the sternum, expand. Fold, turn, left hand circles up, left hand on top, turn back to the center, palms flat, tuck the elbow in, wipe down, fingertips connect, lift, drop the elbows, tuck everything close to you, and then extend, open, lift the sternum, and big spiral. Drop the shoulders and elbows. Double palm swivels to the front. Then release. Flow right into an open and close. Okay. Fist under elbow. Right side first. Turn and then open. Drop your right hand. And then turn the waist. Big turn. And then come back to center. Bottom hand grabs a fist. Left elbow fold so it's right on top, right? Sitting right on top. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, turn and push the fist out. Let it naturally rise and then open, release, and then fold and turn to the right. Drop the left hand. Repulse monkey. Tap the heart. Tilt the sternum up. Keep on turning. Collect. Flushing down the arm. Tap the heart, just the fingers. And lift the sternum. Keep on turning. Right hand up. Yeah. Tap the heart, just fingertip. Fold, leisurely tying the coat. Left hand circles up. Turn, turn, turn. And turn back to the front. And then turn as you wipe and come back in. And turn as you lift. And turn as you extend. And big spiral over the tailbone. Loosen up the spine. Double palm. And one heart lung qigong. And then last section. On the left, turn and open. And start dropping the left hand. And then turn the waist. And dial that left hand in. Turn back to center, grab, and turn the fist. And fold. Breathe in. Exhale, push the fist out, let it naturally rise, and then open, release, and then fold and turn. Drop the right hand. Left fingertips tap the heart. Left heel of the palm and lift the sternum. keep on turning. Right hand comes up, left hand washes down, breathing in, repulse monkey, and brushing the left knee. Last one, keep on turning. Exhale. Relax and lift the sternum, expand. Right, fold. Right hand circles up, both palms face center, wiping down. Yeah, there you go, connect the fingertips. Come in, lift, drop the elbow. Open, spiral, and out. And release. Inner smile, let everything go. Sung. Right, sung the whole body. Sung the joints. Relax and release the joints. Out. Take your time. Feel everything relaxed but connected. Sink one leg into the earth, left or right, so the other one releases and can come back. Sink the back leg in so the front leg can release and come back. Press both legs heavy into the earth and then slowly release everything. Take a breath. Just nice and relaxed, bringing everything back to center. Pull the heels up, breathe in. And out. Okay. Oh, nice. I can see everybody tightening a little bit more on these, and yeah. So when I come here, and it's so funny because, well, I don't know about your hands, but my middle finger is longer. So there's a little joke there because you tap the heart, right? And then palm. You come here. So this is heart. Center of the palm is heart. Tip of the middle finger is liver. Liver is anger. So you release your anger and then let it go. So there's a little joke there. Yeah, like paw. Give you heart energy first. So when it comes out, right, it kind of relaxes, right? Everything drops down, right? Turn. As it turns, it's like, oh yeah, tap right at the heart center, and then drop the heel with the palm. This is still just dropping to the side. Just let this go, right? Like you're sweeping, let it go. And then right about here, lift the sternum. As you lift the sternum, it'll cause the arm to swing forward, right? If I lift the sternum, the arm swings forward. So just drop everything down, lift the sternum, keep on turning, and that will cause the arm to come forward and to roll up and to expand. So as you're coming out, expand the palm, right? Make a nice circle right in here. So this is heart. Center of the palm is heart energy, right? So when you're holding like this, right, and you're holding that little sun, that's all heart. Right? And you open and closing, right? That's all heart energy from there. Right? So heart is number one, right? Heart is center of your universe, your world. But then you project that. So if you let other things control your world, then what happens to your heart? Right? Right? So if this is your heart, and this is your liver, and you let the liver control everything, right? What happens to the heart? Okay? The heart doesn't have the same ego. It doesn't even care. It's like, right? It's the liver being like, But can that energy escape? Right? So if you say black heart or no heart, it's like, it's the same theory like Wuji, like nothingness. Black hole is Wuji. Black hole doesn't mean nothing's there, right? Everything's in the black hole. It just cannot escape. It's only black because light cannot escape. So we don't see anything, right? So we're the blind ones. But if you sense and feel, it's like, right? The scientists have to use instruments to sense and realize, wow, it's really dense in there. Right? So if you're blind, you don't know there's something in there, right? So you have to keep polishing the heart, expressing from the heart, and saying, hey, you know, if the liver gets angry, like, okay, tantrum's over. You've had your time, right? I'm on top. Okay? So that's the theory, and you apply that. That's the planets to the sun, right? That's the organs to the heart. Same thing. So they say that the organs express the emotions of the heart. Heart is organ, but that's the way it's done, right? So if you're angry and you hold it in, right? Then that just builds up, and you hold it in, it consumes, right? If you're sad and you hold it in, that depression consumes you, right? If you're afraid, then that consumes you. The heart doesn't care. It just keeps doing its thing, but nothing can escape and then gets smaller and smaller. So when we do these practices, that's why this is so important. And if you're like this all the time, that's too much, right? So it has to relax and expand, right? The heart doesn't just hear, right? That's a disease. The heart relaxes and expands, right? So what does the sun do, right? It relaxes and it has small burps, small farts, right? Small and large solar flares. Some of it comes back into the sun, gets reabsorbed. Some of it goes way out and creates those beautiful aurora borealis, right? Sun doesn't care. It's like, oh, that's cool. Right? And then it just keeps spinning. We're never in the same place. We're always moving through space, right? So if we try to get stuck in the place, then we're resisting. That's resistance. But if you look at nature, nothing's ever in the same place. Nothing's ever still. So if you relax, then you can feel that vibration coming out. Okay? So we go back to that lesson, right? If you don't turn, you can feel the stiffness, and you can feel that you have to muscle this. But as soon as you turn, you have to relax. Right? And then, oh, this leg is free. And if I turn, oh, this leg is free. But you don't walk like this, right? you just relax, right? And you have to be like a rag doll to learn it, right? Just because rag doll, you just have to let everything go first, right? So first, just let everything go, right? But then it has no integrity. So then slowly it's like, okay, I have to have integrity, I have to have sung. I cannot be rag doll, but it's that feeling, right? So first from here, right? Then from here, and then from here, right? And then from here, and then from here, and then from here, oh, out. And that's the bagua. The bagua shows you different hand positions, right? Can be out here and things. Yeah? But everything in the middle has to be relaxed, has to fold, and it has to adapt to these changes. Right? This just changes the leverage, right? So if you stand up, yeah, everybody stand up. Yeah. Right? So you just relax, your hand here, right? And you feel where the weight, and you feel the tension, right? And then you let the hands separate, right? And you feel the change, right? So the knees bend, right? And then the hands rise, and then you feel how the weight changes, right? We're not moving, but you can feel it change, right? And then turn, and the hands here, right? And then turn, and then the hands here. Oops. Right? And then turn, and then one up and one down, and then turn, right? And just by moving the hands, right, you can feel how the weight seems to change and the leverage seems to change in the body, right? Yeah. If you come up like this, right, it's all different, right? And you switch to the other side, it's all different. Yeah. Right? So just by moving your hands, by walking, your hands swing, right? So just by swinging your hands, you can feel the weight change. So if you're stiff and you don't allow your body to move and move with it, what's going to happen? You're going to fall because you're tightening and you're resisting. Right? But if you just move and right, taking your time, yeah, right, then you can adapt and adopt to things. Okay, so relax, turn, right? Learn to turn the waist, right? Just wiggle and turn, right? Just turn. Let the arms swing. If I turn like this, just you see how my arms just swing? I'm not doing this. I'm just letting the arms hang and the arms swing naturally. Yeah, yeah. And it's funny, you have to give yourself permission to do that. And I say that because if you watch yourself in the mirror and you're moving like this, right, you holding your joints in place. So you have to give your joints, your muscles, everything permission to let go and just wiggle. Right? And you have to think, where does that come from? Right? Where does that come from? How many times I told you stop wiggling in your chair? This is preschool or kindergarten, right? Or as soon kindergarten, you get a desk. Stop moving. Oh my God, why are you moving? Stop moving, pay attention, stop moving, right? You're 5 years old, it can come to there. It starts really early, right? As soon as that first adult yells at you, stop wiggling. So because I'm a teacher, I allowed myself to study that and go like, oh my God, I'm horrible. Right? We confine and we compress it. Now I'm studying something else and I realize, wow, I created, right? As an educator, I created a lot of resistance in kids, right? Conform to man-made things, right? Not listen to nature. So now you got to become a baby again, right? Listen to nature, listen to your body, right? And then you try to do this again, right? Just wiggle, right? Just turn. Just let the arms hang and just turn. Let the arms swing by themselves. Yeah, yeah. Let the arms swing by themselves. Yeah. You can feel, I can still see the tension still. You have to listen to feel like, oh yeah, I am. Yeah. So shake it out, right? Yeah, shake it out, swing, and start to feel how, yeah, there, see? Small little movement, right? It really starts to amplify. Yeah. Oh. Okay. All right. Put the feet here. Okay. So bring the hands up, right? And come out and sink, right? And separate, and then shift, and then drop your elbow, shift to one side, right? And just unfold, small step, right? And just let the hands move, right? Just let the hands float on water. Yeah? Yeah. Just take 2 steps up. I think if we're facing the front, that's all you can do, yeah? Yeah. Yeah. Okay? So let's turn to the side and we practice that walking. 2 hands floating on water, right? You have to allow everything to adjust, allow your joints to let go. Right? Right? So take that breath in, right? Come down and sink. Release the shoulder joints and then sink to one side and just slowly walk, right? And let your hands float on water, right? Let the joints move, right? Don't try to control it. Just let your body move, feel all your joints moving and turn, right? Remember, you have to turn. So if the feet are facing out, that's fine, but turn and sink. Yeah, sink. Yeah, sink your weight down into the hip joint. Right? Yeah, sink your weight into the hip joint. Yeah, and just let your arms move. Yeah, and then look up, look straight. Okay, so if you turn and watch me. Right? I have to let everything sink. Right? And if I'm moving only from here, right, everything has to move. So you start moving like praying mantis, right? Everything moves and then kind of test, right? Let all the joints move. right? And my arms are just responding to the move of my waist. So yeah, so practice and let this rest. You feel like your arms are like this. So if I set up 2 long rows of these tables and my arms could just rest here, right? They would just be sliding and moving like this. So you feel that little weight, right? And then move, right? If I shift, right? And this doesn't move, right? It's just, the joints are just moving. And then if I move, right? And then that's where the circle comes out from there. And if I shift here, the hands are just responding to my move, right? I'm not doing this. I'm moving this. Yeah, so turn that way and just a few steps. See if you can let the joints go. Okay? So just a few steps. See if you can just let the joints go and move and float on water. Yeah. Okay? Move more like a praying mantis or a chameleon. Yeah. From there. Yeah. You can shift forward and backward. Yeah. And then you're going to look like these kung fu guys on the video, like Adam Su, and they sing and come down. And that's where those animal forms come from, right? Because they're imitating, right? So they're imitating snake, right? Snake comes out and then it just circles, right? Like this, right? Or they're imitating mantis, right? Mantis comes out and then they shift, right? It shifts like this. Right? Not the whole thing shifts, right? It just, the joint shift, right? And it comes out, right? And then it just shifts. It turns and it shifts. So you have to let the joints go from there. Yeah, roll your shoulders. If we had a lot of room, I would tell you to really swing your arms, but just make small. I haven't done this for so long. When I do this, it's cracking inside. Yeah. So the more relaxed, right? If don't force that crack, you have to find like that's resistance. Where's your body? Right? Yeah. Okay. So no resistance. Yeah, it's funny. I'm watching this guy banter back and forth in this one chat. I want to just remove myself from the chat, and I sort of know who he is. Right? We never met. He's an instructor, but he's in this Qigong group, and he's just going back and forth. And then I realized, no sense. Unless I want to go and have these kind of discussions with him, I just let it go. But yeah, there's so much misinterpretation, and you grab on too hard to the literal meaning of words. That's where misinterpretation comes from. Yeah, there's never one definition, right, for every word, every concept. So different schools of thought come up because they grab on to whatever suits their needs. Okay? And last year, it just. The light bulb went off and I said, oh my God, I understand the riddle, right? People love to take Confucius and stuff, right? And it's all riddles, Lao Tzu, and it's all riddles, right? So, when you learn something, you say, here's the rules. After you learn the rules, what's the next thing you learn? Here's the exception to the rule. Right? Rules are guidelines, right? The indicators. If you study enough, the exceptions are there because the exceptions are not exceptions, right? They're just not black and white. But they actually fit the whole theory. They actually fit the whole structure of everything, right? So, the societies have been around for so long. That's why the Chinese philosophers and all these others, they have these statements and they sound like they contradict, but they don't. Right? So, when we learn, we say hard, soft. So we say, this is a soft style. A teacher early on told me, said, no, it's internal, external. It's a little bit different. It's not that, yeah. And then society says good and bad, right? It's not good and bad, it's just different. It complements, right? And that's the yin yang. So you have to be careful on the misinterpretation of that. So if we don't accept, right? If we don't accept the differences, that's where we get in trouble. Okay, so breathe in and out. Yeah. You can, let's see. Yeah, just rest your hands on your lap, palms up. It's like holding a little soap bubble. Gently close your eyes. If you want to extend, you can extend, or you can just relax. Release all the tension in your facial muscles. Right, so there's no physical smile, no expression in the face, no physical expression. But just thinking of that smile into the chest, into the heart. Let the joints open up while the muscles relax. Sung. Right, let everything go while you're expanding, while you're breathing. Any distractions, acknowledge them and bring yourself back to your meditation. Joints want to move, let them move. If they want to vibrate, let them vibrate. Your body wants to twitch, let it twitch. Okay, slowly open your eyes, rub your hands together. Yeah, when you let all those muscles go and you don't smile and you just release it, you can feel it just fall, physically falling. It's a real interesting feeling. So it's a real no expression in the face, but then you just smile, inner smile. You can think of that sun in your chest, all those things, all those little tools, whatever works for you. Whatever works. Okay. Yeah, comb your hair, brush your hair, pull your ears. And it feels really good when you pull the ears. And I used to, I had a friend and she used to like to pull the ears, and at that time, oh, it was irritating, right? Why are you doing that? And then now I realize, wow, that was really nice. I didn't appreciate it as much as I should have. I watch my granddaughters. It's so funny because I watch my 5-year-old And this became the self-pacification, right? More bottle, right? So this became the self-pacification. When she wakes up from sleep, not quite as much as before, but then all of a sudden, yesterday, I saw the 2-year-old doing that. Or the almost 2-year-old, like, oh, just natural, yeah. My nephew, when I lived in Hilo for a year, he would sit on the couch with me. He'd sit there, and some of the kids do this, right? They sit and they grab their loose skin, yeah, and he would play with this all the time. Yeah. But if you try and do this to the girls, it's like, pack! You cannot do that, right? They have to do it themselves. Oh, it's funny. I thought I was being a good grandfather, right? Oh, let me help you. Pack! I just destroyed the whole mood for her. So then I had to add an extra 5 minutes. All right, hands up. Looks like today might be nicer. A little nicer than yesterday, but you know, it feels cleaner, yeah? Had so many rain showers and storms yesterday. And right hand, left hand. Okay, have a good day, have a good week, everybody. See you next week.